Right. Hey guys. So in this video, I want to talk a little bit about the design process and how you can really improve your ability to get through a building, design it well, and communicate effectively across the teams without leaving parts and pieces out. Okay. So in this video, we're talking about design process. Now, traditionally in designing a building, you would go room by room, right? You'd start up in one corner, work your way through one system, and then, go down to let's say you start in the top left, you go to the bottom right, or start in one corridor and work your way around, or, you'd start somewhere and then end up somewhere else, right? And you try to work your way methodically through a building. And that's how traditionally design has been done, right? Maybe you did all the corridors first, then you did all the public spaces. Maybe you just kind of did them as they came and designed them as you went. Um, this way of thinking about design puts a little more method to the madness and gets the whole team on the same page. So, what I mean by this is, again, traditionally it's been just take your pick, work your way across, and don't forget anything. Good luck, right? That's traditionally how design has been, with no real oversight of or no real order of do this, do this, do this. And so what this ultimately gets to is that we often just don't have the right um, coordination through everything, right? We don't make sure that architecture goes first, structural follows behind. Then, mechanical comes in with ducts, ceilings are in place from architecture so that lighting can be put in place. Then, mechanical can come behind with diffusers, right? Like it's not been that methodical in my experience. And so ways to think about this is, this would take some structure, this would take some planning, this would take, a concerted effort of, who does what where. And then, you have a room list, you go through the project and you kind of pick and choose and select which rooms go first, who's going to design what in what order. And then this allows you to then communicate. And if you watch the video on Scrum, uh, you would then be able to communicate, okay, architecture is done in room 101. Structural, are you guys done 101? Okay, yes. All right, mechanical, now you can go work in room 101. Electrical, you can put lighting in, right? Plumbing, make sure you put sprinkler head layouts in. So you can go through then each discipline and do that on a room by room basis and have that checklist, which I know is more detailed than you've ever done for projects, right? Most people are not this detailed on how it's going through, and you still need architecture to have planning done. All that needs to be done first in your workflows. Room numbers need to be assigned, things like that. But once that list can be generated of room names, numbers for the project, then it would be very methodical to go through, and check off and coordinate each room kind of as you went, right? Which systems go first, who can do what. And that allows you to move through a project in a very controlled, dedicated manner with the check and balance of, coordination, making sure that each discipline talks to each other. What'd you put in that space? Is there anything I need to be aware of, right? Do you have, for electrical, are there powered shades that architectural put in that space? VAV units, are those powered for us to take care of? Is the ceiling coordinated, right? Those things, so that architecture can make sure that they have a good ceiling. Furniture in, did interiors put all the furniture in? Those kinds of things.